I'll just fucking crack a smile. Is that what you say to women?
I think that always works, mate, to be honest. Somebody did that to me in Turkey. He's like, cheer up. I was like, oh, fuck me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Tattoos I Don't Regret. Well, today we're sitting...
You cunt.
We're sitting with good friend Cerys Nelmes. Sorry, I did warn ya.
Good friend?
Yeah.
What he means is acquaintance.
We've met maybe
Comedy
5
acquaintance.
times. You know?
We're not friends. It's show business,
Thank
not show
you.
friends.
Oh, well, you know, another one off the list. Okay.
Not a very big list left now, is
Yeah,
it?
it's just me and myself. Me and my wife, to be honest. You know, the baby gets in there, but I think she's dished us too. But anyway, welcome to the Comedy Lounge once again. You've played here several times, I believe.
Good to be back, mate. Apart from the searing heat from the blazing orange thing in the sky.
I was saying every time, you always come over about mid-January to mid-February, which is, you know, famously the hottest time of the year.
Well, that's it. We always get a few days like this, but this has been about a week now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it can get during that end of December period can get really rough as well. Sometimes.
I mean, I'm not complaining because I could be at home in minus. It was -3 when I left home in January. So.
And where is home?
Home is near Bristol in the United Kingdom.
Southerner.
Absolutely, West Country massive. Obviously, those that
Gang.
don't know this accent, it's one of the sexiest in the UK. Don't let anybody
We'll
tell you
have to take
otherwise.
your word for it.
No, it's one of the friendliest, one of the least sexiest.
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, most understandable by Australians, I feel.
Well, that's why I like coming here, because if I'm dating over here, they don't know that this is actually the worst accent in the UK.
You get a savage from Liverpool, though. No one knows what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, Liverpool's all right. It's this is just like, all right, like tractor, farmer.
You think we sound like farmers?
No,
you sound like a farmer.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you sound quite like, you know, like more Queen's English to me.
That's why I come over here, because you ain't got a fucking clue.
We don't know. You're just a fucking sewer rat with a wedding dress on.
I don't know whether you're from New Zealand or Australia or where the fuck you're from, Chris.
Well,
so.
I mean, let's be honest. You were kind with those two guesses.
Oh yeah,
that's not what your initial.
You're a mixture.
That's not initially where your mind went, Cerys. We all know that.
I couldn't even fucking pinpoint, mate.
Yeah. So I think we met maybe 4 years ago. We actually met in the UK, and I don't think you remember this.
No, I was just going to check quickly. I'm all right swearing because I'm quite a sweary person. That's right. No, did we?
Yeah. We met at an Alan Anderson gig, funnily enough.
Why are we mentioning that?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I mean,
we met
R.I.P.
All we need to mention is we met at a gig
we met
in
at
the
a
UK.
gig, yeah. And
I don't remember that.
Yeah, this was, I think.
You couldn't have been that funny then.
Well, I had to leave because I had to catch a train. I think it was at Leeds. Actually.
Did you have to leave because people were booing you off?
No, I had to leave because I had to catch a train down to Harrogate.
Sure, that's quite an early finish, that gig. Yeah. You know? No, I think you're lying. I remember it now.
Yeah.
Boo! Get off. Get to Harrogate.
Get to Harrogate specifically.
Yeah.
That was one of the better places that I would be shunned off to. You know what I mean? Usually, I'll go back to North Korea.
Exactly.
Go back to posh Harrogate.
Yeah.
Go back to your Springs and Wells and Betty's tea cakes, you dog.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no, I don't remember that, Chris. I feel really bad.
You should feel horrible.
Don't feel that bad, to be honest.
And then, that was about 4 years. And then you started to come to Australia. We started seeing each other.
Saw each other a lot last year, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, not in that.
No.
Not make it like that. Yucky.
I
I'm
met
married,
the baby, didn't
please.
I? Yeah, you've done a newborn baby.
I do have a baby. Yeah, she's very cute. But you've got a kid as well, don't you?
Yeah, my little boy. Yeah.
Not a little boy though anymore.
I have a 27 in a couple of weeks. What are you talking about?
Honestly,
it's always going to be my baby.
You're killing life, you know.
He's been over a couple of times.
I think I met you just before the tattoos, to be honest. When did you get
this? I had this one last year. This is about, it'll be 2 years in June.
Yeah.
The only one that's newer is one on my ass, and you definitely haven't seen that one.
Anyway,
Yet.
It's not the only stage she walked
that was really creepy.
Yeah,
fucking old woman laugh then.
At a certain stage, you've become... A few years ago, you would have just been Ariel on the beach, and now you're Ursula laughing, deep-throated.
A lot has happened in a lot has happened in the last few years, all thanks to Australia.
Yeah.
I met with the guy that changed my life today, so we went for a coffee.
Oh, tell us more.
You know this story, don't you, or not?
I don't think I do.
Well, I don't know whether this is good for this interview, but
interview. Good is not a word we use for the interviews.
I hated sex all my life. I was celibate for 10 years, between 2013 to 2023. 2023, when I came over, a 28-year-old PT from Perth came up to me at Connections on a pub crawl and said, "Can I take you out?" I was like, "No, I got issues," as all comedians have. And he's like, "Tell me your story." I told him my story, and he said, "Let me see if I can help you." Gave me my first orgasm. My life,
Absolutely.
literally.
Many more since?
Changed.
I can tell that handshake was sticky.
It'd be sticky. It'd be like more quite fluid, to be honest.
It's hot though, dries up.
Guy's more sticky than that. Mine's just pure.
All right,
yeah,
relax.
yeah, exactly.
I've seen one.
So literally, my life over the last 2 years has changed immeasurably, and we meet every year when I come back because, and obviously, I always cry when I meet him because I want him to understand. Get emotional now. How much he changed my life.
Well, that's a beautiful story of empowerment.
There we go.
Finding.
That's it. It's
finding love. No, finding
it's,
lust.
It was a sexual awakening.
Yeah.
No two ways about it. My body was like that. It's now like that. That's how it feels. And he will have a
Released.
chapter in my autobiography.
I was going to give you shit about this, but it got very sincere.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. And I
you talk about a lot of this in your set.
I talk about it on stage now.
You do talk, you talk about the sucking and the fucking.
Yeah.
And
and the swinging.
And that's a new one.
That is one.
Yes.
Yeah. Upside down pineapple.
Do you have to hold it at a certain degree? You can never hold it up.
Well, no,
like,
because
she's just one of us. And
when
then, hello.
It's the people that know, isn't it? Because when I'm holding the microphone,
I think everyone's got TikTok. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
That.
So when I'm holding the microphone in a gig, people are looking at it, going, "Is that the right way up or the wrong way up?" Of course, it's the wrong way up. So people that are watching would know.
Classic women move, misdirection.
Well, exactly right. Yeah. But I said I can walk into a gig here or in the UK, and you know the couples that are swingers and stuff like that because they'll just kind of acknowledge you. And obviously, I'm quite obvious to find.
Okay, sorry. I thought
Perth.
that was something else.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
This always devolves. Don't worry. This is quite normal, Cerys. Interviews.
Were you saying I like being throttled? Yeah.
No.
Yes.
That.
No.
You know it's illegal in Australia?
What? Like.
Consensually, you can't have choke sex. Technically, it's illegal.
Do you know what?
It's true. Don't laugh in the fucking background. It's true.
That's right. I can see how it is now. Some Liverpudlian pervert.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. To be honest, and I talk about, like we said, I talk about a lot of this because I find dating now very sexually aggressive. It's horrific out there. I'm a 47-year-old woman. I can deal with it. You've got a daughter.
Through the walls.
You've got a daughter.
Yeah.
You've got to think in sort of
15
years' time, you need to let her know that shit is coming. And I was speaking to a couple of young lads in the UK about that, and they were like, all girls love being choked. And I was like, wow, no, they
that's
don't.
Pretty full on.
Oh, yeah. I was like, no, they don't. I said, and the fact that you're making women think that is them making women think that the vanilla sex is boring. And isn't how it should. We should have a choice whether we want that or not. Don't just come in. To tell you what, I went out for a date with a police detective in Manchester, got in his car, and he'd strangled me against the window.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I think I'll get out now, thank you very much. And he's like, I thought you might like that. I was like, let's have a fucking conversation about it before you pin me up against the window. So this is the thing. We need to educate our lads to not expect that every woman's going to want that, and we need to educate the girls that this shit's coming for them. But on that note, I love it.
Feel like it's a weird way to make a PSA.
And let me just say it. It's not a fucking kill me. It's a you're safe. I've got you. Trust me.
I mean, if you didn't like it, you wouldn't have a target literally painted on it.
Exactly. It couldn't be more of a fucking bullseye. I'm telling you, unless it was a bullseye. Yeah, I know exactly that.
Anyway, I think we got to, flip the page and learn a little bit more about you, Cerys.
I know.
Well, thanks for coming to have a chat with me and
just
share.
Too much now. It's too much for 5 minutes, me.
Well, and you know what? As long as we get the seats wiped down after, I think you'll be all right. All right, give it up for Cerys, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.